So last thing, we got electrolytic cells. These are when we apply a current and we force a non-spontaneous reaction to happen. So an electrolytic cell, this is something to point out. Something's going to be oxidized, something's going to be reduced, but often the questions are concerned with the reduction. Like you might be electroplating something and you're wondering, well, how much metal is plated? We're talking about the reduction of the metal. So here's a question. Just you could pick any question, but we've got an electrolytic cell produces aluminum from aluminum oxide at the rate of 10 kilograms per day. All right, this is important. A lot of times electrolytic cell questions, we have this rate. The reason is that amps are a rate, right? They are coulombs per second, but we see kilograms per day. So assume 100% yield. Well, here's a reaction, or here's a balanced equation for the reaction. We've got aluminum oxide yielding aluminum and oxygen gas. Question A, it might not be always broken apart like this, right? Maybe, but question A is how many moles of electrons per day, and if it's 10 kilograms of aluminum that gets produced, then convert to grams, convert to moles, 3 moles of electrons per mole of aluminum that gets reduced. So we got 1,112. Probably should only have 2 sig figs, but I'm leaving it. So how many amps are passing through the cell? So this, you really got to remember that ampere it's a rate, it's coulombs, it's an amount of charge per second that's passing. So we start with our moles of electrons, then you look at your formula sheet, you have Faraday's constant, right? A mole of electrons has this charge, this many coulombs, so you convert. We need coulombs if we're going to deal in ampere. So we convert moles of electrons to coulombs, and then we also need seconds in the denominator. So this is per day. So we put 24 hours down here, just 1 over 24 hours, and then convert to seconds. So we have coulombs per second, or amps, which is 1242 ampere. A lot of times the questions are worded in reverse. So they might tell you, okay, 500 amps are applied, or of current are passed through some cell. How much gold is there, or how much copper is in any metal? And so if you're going in reverse, right, you have coulombs per second, then you need to take that those amps, that coulombs per second, you need to multiply by a time, right, to get it into coulombs. Once you have coulombs, again, this would be reversed, and then you would get moles of electrons. Once you have moles of electrons, you figure out how many moles of electrons you need to reduce some ion. So questions like this, they're pretty similar. How many moles of oxygen are produced? We've got 10 kilograms of aluminum to grams to moles. 4 moles of aluminum comes along with 3 moles of O2. Maybe this is just a reminder, hey, it's a diatomic element. Make sure that you are writing a balanced equation. So I got 277 moles of O2. So this is typical of questions that you see related to electrolytic cells. Again, though, it does go in reverse a lot. But remember, amps are coulombs per second. If you remember that, you'll be able to look at your formula sheet. You'll see Faraday's constant, right? You have this conversion between moles of electrons and coulombs, and it's kind of right, and then time. So.